Good afternoon, Sarah. It is very nice to see you again.
Good afternoon, Adam. It is lovely to see you too. How are you today?
I am very well, thank you. I feel relaxed. I think it is because of our holiday last week.
Yes, I feel the same. The holiday was very calm and pleasant. I still think about the sea and the fresh air.
So do I. It was a wonderful time. I am glad we decided to go to the seaside.
Yes, it was a good decision. At first, I was not sure. I thought it might be cold.
I remember. You said, "Adam, it is Britain. It may rain every day."
Yes, I did say that. But the weather was quite good, was it not?
It was better than I expected. The sun was shining most days. It was a little windy, but that is normal near the sea.
I liked the wind. It made the air feel clean and fresh. When we arrived on the first day, I felt very happy.
I felt happy too. The train journey was long, but it was comfortable.
Yes, the train was quiet. I enjoyed looking out of the window. The countryside was beautiful.
I liked the green fields and the small houses. It felt peaceful.
Do you remember the moment when we saw the sea for the first time?
Yes, I do. We were walking from the station to the hotel. Then suddenly, we saw the blue water in the distance.
I stopped walking. I just looked at it and smiled.
I noticed that. You looked very excited.
I was excited. I love the sea. It makes me feel free.
I understand. When I hear the sound of the waves, I feel calm.
The sound of the waves at night was very relaxing. When we were in our room, I could hear them softly.
Our room was small, but it was very clean and comfortable.
Yes, it was simple but nice. The bed was soft. I slept very well.
So did I. Usually, I do not sleep well in a new place, but this time I slept deeply.
I think it was because we walked a lot every day. We were quite tired in the evening.
That is true. On the first afternoon, we went straight to the beach.
Yes, we did not even unpack our bags first.
We were too excited to wait.
The beach was not crowded. There were only a few people.
I liked that. It was peaceful. We could walk slowly and talk.
We took off our shoes and walked on the sand.
The sand was a little cold, but it felt nice.
And when the water touched my feet, I was surprised. It was very cold.
You laughed and said, "Adam, this water is freezing."
Yes, but after a few minutes, I did not mind. It was refreshing.
I did not go very deep into the water. I am not very brave.
That is all right. We were not there to swim. We were there to relax.
Exactly. We sat on the sand and watched the waves.
And we talked about many things, about work, about family, and about our plans.
I enjoyed that time. We were not in a hurry. There was no stress.
That is what I liked most. There was no pressure. We could just be ourselves.
Do you remember the little cafe near the beach?
Oh yes, the small white cafe with blue chairs outside.
That is the one. We went there every morning for breakfast.
The owner was very kind. She always smiled at us.
And she remembered our order after the second day.
Yes, you always had tea and toast.
And you had coffee and a croissant.
The croissants were warm and fresh. I can still taste them.
The tea was very good as well. Strong and hot, just how I like it.
On the second day, we walked along the coast for many miles.
Yes, that was a long walk. My legs were tired, but it was worth it.
The view from the top of the cliff was amazing.
We could see the sea, the sky, and the small boats far away.
The sky was very blue that day. There were only a few white clouds.
I took many photographs.
You did. You said, "I want to remember this moment."
And I do. When I look at the photos now, I feel happy again.
I think holidays are important. They help us remember what is important in life.
Yes, they remind us to slow down and enjoy simple things.
Like walking together and talking.
or sitting quietly and watching the sunset.
The sunset on the third evening was very beautiful.
The sky turned pink and orange.
We sat on a bench and did not speak for a while.
It was a peaceful silence.
I felt very grateful at that moment.
So did I. I thought, this is a special time.
I am glad we shared it together.
Me too, Sarah.
On the fourth day, it rained a little in the morning.
Yes, that was the only rainy day.
But even that day was nice. We went to the small museum in town.
The museum about the history of the seaside town.
I learned that many people came there for holidays 100 years ago.
Yes, when trains first made travel easier.
The old photographs were interesting.
People wore very formal clothes on the beach.
Yes, long dresses and suits. It looked very different from today.
I am glad we could dress comfortably.
Me too. After the museum, we had lunch in that little restaurant near the harbour.
The one with the fresh fish.
Yes, the food was delicious.
I do not usually eat fish, but I enjoyed it there.
It was fresh and well cooked, and the staff were polite.
I noticed that people in the town were very friendly.
Yes, they always said good morning or good afternoon.
It made the town feel warm and welcoming.
In the evenings, we often took a slow walk after dinner.
I like those evening walks very much.
The streets were quiet. The lights from the houses looked cozy.
Sometimes we heard music from a pub.
Yes, and people were laughing inside.
It felt like a happy place.
Do you remember the small shop where we bought postcards?
Yes, I do. We chose postcards with pictures of the lighthouse.
I sent one to my parents.
And I sent one to my sister.
It is nice to send postcards. It feels more personal than a message on the phone.
I agree. It shows that you are thinking about someone.
On the last day, I felt a little sad.
I felt sad as well. I did not want to leave.
I woke up early and looked out of the window at the sea.
What did you think?
I thought about how peaceful the week had been. I wished we could stay longer.
I understand. I also felt that the week passed very quickly.
Time moves fast when we are happy.
That is true.
But I'm also glad we went, even if it was only for 1 week.
Yes, it was enough to rest and think clearly.
Since we came back, I feel more positive about work.
Me too. I feel more focused and calm.
It is interesting how a simple holiday can change our mood.
Yes, we did not go far away. We did not spend a lot of money.
But we had quality time.
That is the most important thing.
If you could choose one favourite moment from the holiday, what would it be?
That is a difficult question, but I think my favorite moment was the sunset we watched together.
That is a lovely choice.
And you? What was your favorite moment?
I think it was the first morning, when we walked to the cafe and felt the cool sea air.
Yes, that morning felt full of hope.
It felt like a new beginning.
I like that description.
Thank you. I believe holidays are not only for rest, they also help our hearts.
That is very true.
Do you think we should go back there next year?
I would like that very much.
Perhaps we could stay a little longer.
Yes, maybe 10 days instead of 7.
That sounds perfect.
We could explore more places along the coast.
And maybe visit another small town nearby.
That would be interesting.
I feel happy when I think about it.
So do I. It is good to have something to look forward to.
Yes, it gives us motivation.
Thank you, Sarah, for this holiday.
Thank you, Adam. It was special because we shared it.
I agree. A place becomes special because of the person you are with.
That is a very kind thing to say.
I mean it.
I am grateful for our friendship.
As am I.
Let us keep these memories in our hearts.
Yes, and let us make many more in the future.
That would be wonderful.
Shall we look at the photographs again this evening?
Yes, I would like that very much.
Good. We can have a cup of tea and remember our lovely seaside holiday.
That sounds perfect.
I am glad we had this conversation today.
So am I. It reminds me how fortunate we are.
Indeed. Sometimes we forget the simple joys in life.
But our holiday helped us remember.
Yes, it did.
I hope we always make time for rest and happiness.
I hope so too, Sarah.
Well, Adam, thank you for talking with me.
Thank you, Sarah. It was a pleasure, as always.
Let us plan our next holiday soon.
Yes, let us do that.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, Sarah, and thank you for a truly lovely holiday. And that's where we'll leave it for today. Please do remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and share the podcast with your friends and family. It really does make a tremendous difference, and we're most grateful for your support.